steal away my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo the Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And they'll try to run the option here. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chubb. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run for the first time now with James White. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 34. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Patriots.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The Patriot ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you get the defense back on its heels.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Colts 4 yards.
On 2nd and goal. Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
From the 4-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The second down throw on target. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Guy able to bring him down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To Taylor on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll run here with Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indiana.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Demir Berg returning it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st down, New England.
On 1st down, Breeze. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down.
Patriot 1st down.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
Throwing now is Breeze. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Colts 6-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Breeze. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
And that's caught inside the 35. Well, the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On the draw, it's White. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. Open man is Myers.
Complete to
now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now Breeze again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the 2nd measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. He's had a fantastic rookie season. Made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. It's C.J. Henderson picking up. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by Jackson. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 17.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, McDonald. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's McDonald. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down, then the Colts add on to their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Colts 21, Patriots 3. Rodrigo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. And we'll bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. Big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Good.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Breeze to throw. That one complete to Keene, the tight end. Breeze, 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Again, it's Taylor, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and 2, McDonald, and he's able to find Diggs.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Taylor, so quick on the spin.
Oh, he's spinning, man.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. You give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle taking it in. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Patriots 3. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 72 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Michel. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots get a score closer.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
Now, like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
The Colts on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, McDonald. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
At the 48-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, McDonald. It's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dante Hightower. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On 1st down, McDonald will set up the screen to Taylor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Breeze going to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
New England.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Well, pass dropped off here for James White. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Play action. Breeze. He hits White. Complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Breeze now on 1st down. To Michelle on the screen. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Breeze to throw again. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. It is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Edelman set to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 26.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They knew this would be tough. On the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. On first down, Breeze. He finds an opening past the 40. He'll find Metcalf. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Cuts off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. Well, the Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.